We have seen Amazon miss golden opportunities with PR material for the Rings of Power. Beautiful landscapes, high quality costumes, and they've dropped the ball with everything they've released. We've seen fake superfan videos with influencers who were simply hired to promote the show to their audiences, trailers with nothing but CGI, bad interviews with producers, and now they've released a new ad for Prime Video focused around the Rings of Power, and it is getting absolutely ratioed by real Tolkien fans. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. Now, this isn't a brand new trailer for the Rings of Power, but it's basically a Prime Video advertisement featuring the Rings of Power. As you go through the video, it has like the Amazon exclusive covers for the Lord of the Rings. It's got a kid walking around dressed up as an elf. I mean, it is very clearly Rings of Power theme. Now, I can't show this advertisement in this video primarily because I did show it in a live stream, and that live stream got blocked by Amazon, so they very clearly do not want people using this material in videos, in live streams. But basically, as you go through this advertisement, you've got this kid who seems very misunderstood, okay? Even his mother tells him time to put your books about the pixies away, and he's like, Mom, but it's about elves. It's not about pixies. Even his mother doesn't understand him, okay? It's very clearly an ad where it's like he's a little bit different. He is misunderstood by everyone. He's always dreaming about, Lord of the Rings. I mean, here, as you can see on the screen, it says Amazon Original, The Rings of Power, and by the end, he's going by himself to a bit of a Rings of Power new series convention, and it talks about how he's with his people now. It's great to be understood. It's great to be around people who are very similar to you. It's basically just a giant ad for Prime Video leading up to the Rings of Power. Like I've said before, I think that when they have something like the Lord of the Rings, they could be showing off beautiful landscapes, amazing costumes. This is golden, material that you could be promoting your service with, but they have dropped the ball at every chance possible. But people do not like this ad. I don't like this ad. A lot of other people don't, and it is getting completely ratioed. It's sitting at 637,000 views in just 2 days, which is pretty good. But their account has almost 1.5 million subscribers, though the like to dislikes it's abysmal. It's got 1.1 thousand likes to 15,000 dislikes, almost 2,000 comments of people absolutely roasting this advertisement. The description says fandom has no limit at Prime Video. Now, I've talked about the Rings of Power a lot here on the channel, and I've talked a lot about Amazon and how they've acted towards the fans, okay? They do not like real Tolkien fans. They basically just want people to not complain, shut up, and consume product. They know that they want to do like 5 to 6 seasons of this show. They have so much written. They even claim that they have the last shot of this series in mind and they know how they want to end it, which sounds absolutely absurd. But anytime real fans criticize the Rings of Power, they hate it, and they've used outlets to attack real fans before, and this is why we're seeing so much backlash to simple advertisements like this, because they have attacked fans, so of course fans are going to criticize what they're releasing. And it's not just the like to dislike ratio that's bad for Amazon, because it is currently sitting at 1,820 comments, and most of these comments are not positive. People are saying things like the world needs more Tolkien fans, real fans who respect his work. We're not Amazon fans, we're not fools. The Earth needs people who know how to make proper adaptations and respect the source material. Like I've said, I'm very worried about the Rings of Power. We are talking about a TV show based on Tolkien's work. This could be absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, they haven't focused on following source material, writing things that maybe Tolkien himself would have enjoyed seeing in this series, things that followed very closely with the past content that he wrote. We're talking about complete departures from his work. Favorite part of this is when the boy picks up the book and has to brush off dust because nobody has wanted to touch the Amazon cover versions. I'm someone who likes to get multiple covers and versions of books that I absolutely love, and there is no way that I would purchase the Amazon exclusive covers. I think that they look terrible. I'm not a fan of them. They don't look high quality. They just look cheap. And I have a feeling that once the Rings of Power comes out, I'm going to want to forget that it ever existed, and I will not be wasting my money on these covers. I don't really think that anyone else is going to either, unless they're super cheap on Amazon. But this is not the first time, of course, that Amazon has faced complete ratios over the Rings of Power. If we go to the official teaser trailer that we got, it's over 30 million views at this point, but it's at 120,000 likes to 1.6 million dislikes. They are not receiving a lot of positive feedback about this series, and maybe once it releases, we'll all look at it and go, you know what, it wasn't as bad as we thought, and that's the best case scenario. I would love to be wrong about the Rings of Power. I would love to be able to sit and say, I was wrong, this was actually way better than we expected, but I have absolutely no faith in the writers who are working on this series. This is also sitting at 49,000 comments, and all of them are being very critical of the material that we've seen so far, saying things like Sauron couldn't destroy Middle-earth, but Amazon did. We've had Lord of the Rings and can rewatch it anytime. Thank you, Tolkien, Peter Jackson, and the entire crew. Masterpiece. I mean, people just dunking on the teaser trailer that we've gotten so far, and I'm a bit surprised we haven't seen an official trailer for this series so far. I think that they're going to continue to wait, and they're hoping that they can release it at kind of the last minute. But of course, anything that comes out that is Lord of the Rings and the Rings of Power themed has been absolutely dunked on, and that's not going to stop anytime soon. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.